Hello and welcome to Thursday's Get Active with Amy. My name is Amy. I'm a chartered physiotherapist here at Max Physiotherapy in the Waterfront Centre in Clonakilty, and welcome to our Thursday activity class. Okay, so we had our class on Tuesday and the feedback was, what did I think people were doing at home? That the exercises were too easy, and I was assuming that people were sitting on the chair. So what we decided to do is that Tuesdays would have it more sitting in the chair, more arms and chest and upper body, and Thursday's exercises are going to be more up on your feet and doing a little bit more work for the legs. Okay? Now, as with all exercises, it's okay to feel uncomfortable in your legs, it's okay to feel a muscle ache. Any pains in your joints, stop. But do have a good feel of your body, and once it's not a sharp pain, do try and continue with the exercises. So when you're ready, let's go. Let's start off with our warm-up. So starting off, we always start with our breathing. So hands on your ribs. Let's breathe in through your nose into the front, sides and back of your ribs 3 times. And blow it out. And again, front, sides and back of the ribs. And blow it out. And front, sides and back of the ribs, and blow it out, and rest. Very important that you're doing your breathing throughout the day, especially with cough and cold, the season that we're in. So when we take big deep breaths into our lungs, what it does is air gets behind the mucus at the base of our lungs and it helps to bring it up. So when we breathe in deep again, air gets back behind the lungs, behind the phlegm, and moves the phlegm up again. So that's why deep breathing is one of the most essential things you can be doing. So let's go again. Breathe in through your nose and blow it out. And a second time, in through your nose and blow it out. And the last time, in through your nose and blow it out. Super. Let's move on to our next. So when you're ready, looking over your right shoulder as far as you can. Feel a lovely stretch in your neck. It's not comfortable, but work into it all the way and back to center. See if you can make your nose go in a straight line. Looking over your left shoulder. Good. And nose back to center. If you have a paintbrush on your nose, try to make sure that it goes in a straight line, that it doesn't make a C shape. And last time on the left, all the way around. Good. Feel the stretch and back to center. Right ear down to your right shoulder and center, and left ear and center. Now what I don't want is that you bring your shoulder up towards your ear, that we just want the ear coming down to the shoulder, okay? And the one that most of you won't like, taking your hands out to your side, and imagine you're trying to check under your armpits. Good. And you should feel a stretch on the opposite side and back, and the other side, looking under your armpit. Feel the stretch and back. Fantastic. Onto the shoulders. Okay, so just 3 big circles backwards, up towards your ears, squeeze them behind and slide down your back. And up for 2, up towards your ears, around and back. Up towards your ears and back, and last one, up towards your ears and back. Sitting on the chair, 2 hands around to the left, turning your whole body around, and now when you're there, breathe into the right hand side of your lungs, big deep breath in and out, and return to center and onto the other side. So hands on the right hand side, turning your chest around, use the arms to help you get some stretch. Breathe into the lungs and out and back to center. Taking your 2 hands, be careful now with your shoulders. If you've got sore shoulders, breathe in, and as you breathe out, taking the 2 hands up over your head, reach the hands up, feel the ribs lift, breathe into the bottom of your ribs, blow it out and lower. Good, let's do that again. So nice tall sitting position, head on top of your shoulders, shoulders over your hips, hands up to the ceiling, feeling your ribs come up off your hips. Inhale at the top and exhale down. Lovely. And again, last time, take your 2 hands up over your head, use your hands to pull your ribs up off your hips, breathe in at the top and all the way down. Lovely. Right hand by your side, inhale, right hand up to the ceiling, And then as you exhale then, keeping your 2 sitting bones on the chair, let your right ribs come up and over. Feel a lovely stretch on that side body. Really use the hands to pull the ribs away from the hips. Back up to the ceiling and down. And let's change sides. Left hand up to the ceiling. Feel the ribs being pulled up. Reach up all the way over. Inhale, and as you exhale, hand back to the ceiling and all the way down. One more time each side. Inhale, arm to the ceiling. Exhale, stretch over. Imagine you're stuck between 2 plates of glass, so you can't move forwards or backwards. You just have to move up and down. And left hand up to the ceiling, and a nice long line. The hand is pulling the ribs off the hips. Get a good stretch over. Super. Hand up to the ceiling and all the way down. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, let's move on to our lower back stretch. So sitting to the edge of the chair, breathe in, and as you breathe out, slumping back onto your tailbone, a nice C shape. Now come up through your chest and ripple your spine until you're all the way up with a lovely arch in your back. Breathe in at the top, and as you breathe out, just coming back down onto your tailbone and feeling your sacrum on the chair. And now coming from that position, bring your chin forward, bring your ribs forward, coming up into a lovely angled position up at the top, and come back halfway. Good. Okay, hands in front. Now in this position, I want you to check how you're sitting. I want your head over your shoulders over your hips. 2 hands out in front. Your left hand stays in front. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, watch your right hand as it comes all the way back behind you. Breathe in at the back to get the stretch, and then taking the hand all the way back to center. If you have sore shoulders, please make sure that your shoulders are down and your shoulder blades are squeezed towards the back. Imagine you're trying to pull your shoulder blades down towards the back of your buckle, okay? 2 hands in front, right hand in front. Breathe in. As you breathe out, your left hand goes all the way around. Watch it as it goes, and then pulling it all the way back to center. Left hand in front, right hand goes all the way back behind you. Get a lovely stretch, and then taking the hand all the way back. Good. And the left hand, the hand goes back. Watch it as it goes back. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, pulling the hand all the way back. Last time on the right. Breathe in. As you breathe out, take the hand behind you. Get a lovely chest stretch. Keep going all the way back. Good. And pulling it back to center. And the last time on the left, keep the hands long. Follow the left hand as it goes back. Good. Feel a lovely stretch as your chest opens, and taking it all the way back to center. Lovely. Drop the arms for a second to give them a little bit of a rest. Just while we're resting the arms, let's just do a little bit of marching with the legs. So on Tuesday, I gave you the exercise of working on the circulation with your feet, and I asked you to do a little bit of marching on the spot to get the sensation going and get the warmth going, because if we're sitting down for too long, remember our heart is here, my foot is down there. If you had to pump and you wanted to pump fluid all the way down there and come back to the pump, think of how complicated it would be. So to help the heart to pump the fluid, we have to get our muscles working. So the warmer our muscles are, the better the spring in our step is, and the better our circulation is. And if we've cuts or anything, it helps with the healing. So it's very simple, marching in the spot, and then speed it up and slow it down again, and speed it up and slow it down again. And last time, and the more you tap your feet in the ground, the more you feel your toes warm up, you feel your muscles jiggle, you get a lovely sensation into your legs. Fantastic. Right, onto the exercise that is really important, and this is our anti-aging exercise. We're going to sit to stand 5 times, rest 5 times. So Tuesday and today we're doing 5 and 5. Next week we're going to go on to 6 and 6. So by the end of November, hopefully we can stand 10 times, rest, and stand 10 times. So when you're ready, feet shoulder width apart, breathe in. As you breathe out, nose over your toes, coming up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You lose my head there. Inhale at the top, and as you exhale, stick your bum out, coming down slowly, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Soft landing in the chair. If you hear your bum landing, you're not doing it good enough. Okay, those of you who find this easy, fold your arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up for 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So our sit to stand is really important. On and off the loo, on and off the chair, on and off the bed. It's a fundamental movement, so it's one that we need to keep really strong and really polished, okay? Now I said to you there about sitting softly into the chair. How many times have you been someplace and you went to sit down and you didn't realise the chair was so low and you felt yourself go? If you found that happen, you might be in the habit of just plonking into a chair. So your homework for this week is to control how you sit in the chair. No precocious parkers, as I call it, okay? So sitting controlled and comfortably in the chair. Okay, on to the second 5. For this 5, I want you to watch your knee direction, okay? I want you to make sure your knees aren't coming in. Keep your knees all the way forward. So when you're ready again, if you need your hands good, or fold your arms when you're ready, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Super stuff. March out the legs a little bit more there. Great. Okay, now into our standing exercises. So make sure you've got a comfortable pair of shoes on. Ideally don't do it in slippers. We'll talk about slippers another day. But ideally have a good pair of comfortable shoes on. These exercises are ones that we really recommend to keep the spring in your step. So if you can remember any of them and do them at the sink when you're boiling your kettle, that would be great. We should have a downloadable leaflet to go along with the class on the website. So do download it and do them if you can during the week. Okay, standing up. There's my head in it, just about. Okay, so when you're ready, a nasty exercise you won't like. Up on your tippy toes 10 times, rest, and 10 times again. So up 1 and down, 2 and down. Up on the toes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Bet you feel your calves. Give them a bit of a rub. That's okay. That's normal. Remember, the heart is here. The legs are there. Let's go again. Up for 10 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Brilliant. Now you really feel your calves by now, but that's okay. That's good. That's really important. Okay, standing by your chair when you're ready. Right foot nice and firm on the ground, left foot pointing forward. In this position, I want you to make sure your head's over your shoulders over your hips. You're in a nice long line. When you're ready, left foot out to the side and in. Hold on if you need to. What I don't want to see is this. Bending over, I need you to use the supporting leg to give you balance. So let's go. Out and in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you'll probably feel it more on your standing leg. 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Well done. Let's change sides. So when you're ready, other leg out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Good. Have a little jiggle of the legs. Okay, that works our bum muscles. Really important for keeping our spring in our step, but also really important for back. So the stronger your bum muscles are, the better your back is. When you're ready, right knee up in front. 1 and down. Left knee up in front and down. Up for 2 and switch. Up for 3 and switch. Up for 4 and switch, and 5. And as you're probably noticing, the slower you do exercises, the harder it is. 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, up for 10 and down. Lovely. Now, when you're ready, what I want you to do is get your balance. I want you to bring your left heel up to your left bum and down. Now you will feel a stretch across the front of your thighs, and because we're sitting down in our chairs quite a lot, by doing the stretch, what it will do is it'll just help to strengthen out the front. So when you're ready again, I'm just going to take the leg back and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Lovely. Let's change legs. 1, heel to bum. Good. Try not to let this knee to come forward. Try to keep the knee pointing down towards the ground. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Well done. Great. Now when you're ready, some nice squats. Feet shoulder width apart. I want you to imagine there's a little mouse or something under your heels. So I want you to look at your knees. Your knees should be over your second toe. Now, close your eyes. Feel a little mouse under your heels. Try and squash that mouse with your heels. So try and squash it into the ground. And what you should feel is you should feel the muscles on the back of your legs and the back of your bum working. So squash that mouse into the ground and relax. And again, squash those heels into the ground. Squash that little mouse under your heel. Good. Don't let them run away. And stop. And 3 more. Squash your heels into the ground. All the way down. Good. And rest. And 2 more. Squash the heels down. Feel your bum working and rest. And last one, squash your heels down, feel your bum working and stop. Excellent. Right, I'm going to progress that exercise. So squeeze your bum by pushing your heels into the ground, squash that mouse, bend your knees down a little bit. As you bend the knees down, don't let the mouse escape. Imagine that vision under your heels. And now as you straighten up, push the heels in so that the mouse doesn't escape. Or squash an egg, whatever you think is better for you. Okay, so you've got an egg under your heel. Squash that egg as you're bending the knees down. While you're feeling that egg under your heel, keep it squashed, good. And then squash the egg away as you straighten up your legs. And 3 more times. So squash the heel into the ground as you keep the legs squashed. Really push the heels in, keep the bum strong, breathe in, and as you breathe out, push the heels away and straighten up. 2 more. Squashing the heels in. Good, all the way down, push the heels into the ground, hold it there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and up. The last one will hold for 10. So squash the heels into the ground, coming down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep the heels squashed, coming up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Onto our balance. You might need a chair beside you for this. Right foot in front of the left. We're looking at a heel-toe stand. So my left toes are touching my right heel. Now if you need to hold on, do. So holding on and just standing there in that position. If you need to hold on, hold on. Okay, so our next progression for that is if you can hold on for 10 seconds without holding on. Okay, I want you to very gently then just work at closing your eyes. I need to hold on a little bit. So close your eyes in this position, only if you can have something beside you. If you're standing in no man's land, don't do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not as easy as it looks. Right, next progression. If you can do this without holding on, just taking the hands up in front and down. And up in front and down. Lovely. Let's change legs. One foot in front of the other. Now, chances are you started with your good side. So now you're onto your weaker side. So toe in line with your heel and just work on your balance. If you need the chair, use the chair. Not as easy. Okay, now when you're ready, holding onto your table or your chair, just very gently closing your eyes. Good. Need to work on that one. Good. And last time. Lovely. Now those of you who could do that, no problem, start taking the hands up in front and down, and 2 more times, taking it up in front and down, and last one, up in front and down. Well done, super stuff. Okay, so today's tip of the day is all about keeping warm. So what we know that when muscles are warm, they work fast and they work very, very efficiently. We also know that when a muscle is cold, it's very slow to kick into act, but also if a muscle is cold, it's harder to stretch and it's not as elastic as what a warm muscle is. So as the winter is coming in and as it's getting colder outside, and also maybe because we're sitting a little bit longer, our extremities can get a little bit colder. So because of this, when you get up to walk, the muscles mightn't kick in as fast, and because of that you might maybe get a bit unsteady when you're walking, or so it's really important that when you're sitting in the chair that you every so often just do a little bit of marching to keep your legs warm. The other thing you can do is just nice little leg circles where you just make circles with your ankle. So let's go 5 to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, change direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and drop the leg and lift the other leg, 5 circles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, change direction, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop the legs. A little bit of marching again. And those 2 really simple exercises, doing them every time there's an ad break on the television, even maybe if you've been sitting in the chair a long time, do them before you stand up and you'll feel a huge difference in your walking, and you'll feel a huge difference just in the whole mobility of your lower limbs. Okay, well done everybody. Thank you for joining us here in Clonakilty today. We will see you again on Tuesday. So on Tuesday we'll be doing more arms. So on Tuesday, if you can, get a little bottle or a little weight, and we'll do lots of strength exercises for our arm. And also our tip of the day next Thursday is going to be on footwear. So between now and then, have a little look at the shoes that you wear most and bring the shoes that you wear most along to Tuesday's class. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.